Perfect. That's a good way to start the stream. Hey,
Why can't I hear you?
why can't you hear me? I don't know.
Well, then maybe I turned my headset down the wrong direction.
I can hear you.
Now I hear you. I turned my
Oh,
headset
okay.
the wrong direction.
Hey, do you find it strange that we build our houses out of this finger lock wood?
Yes.
Isn't that just the strangest thing? Like, isn't it nice to know that?
I will say that's not one of the things that we used to build houses with.
Doesn't that seem kind of problematic?
It's definitely a weak point. Learning efficiency said howdy.
I acquired a bunch of lumber.
That's
What's
all
up
right.
with learning efficiency? What's going on?
Sharouche, Danny, how are you guys?
Well, I'm torn right now. First off, I couldn't find my shoes, which I thought was weird because
I
they're
told you to
usually
do more Kegel exercises before you got with Sancho.
yeah. So
Yes, I did.
yeah,
George
never seen that in
Ordway.
our jobs. They put it on the non-load bearing walls, but every once in a while, you got to watch out because you'll sight something and you know there'll be a span where they wanted to put a ceiling fan. Every once in a while, the electrician will use one of those finger lock 2x4s and mount his fan rated box on that. So you got to be paying attention to what they use to get their span. You know what I'm talking about? Every once in a while, an electrician will screw a fan box to one of those finger joints, and you kind of want to. It's kind of like whenever they hook up a 240 volt breaker, a 2-pole breaker to a 120 volt plug because they don't know what they're doing. You kind of want to just pass it and hide in the bushes and wait for someone to plug something in, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That does kind of make sense.
Yeah, you kind of just want to get the popcorn
hilarious.
and see what happens.
And it's hilarious.
I think so. So we got a couple of things. We did a little tool haul from Home Depot.
No thumbs up yet. Come on, guys, you're slacking here. Double tap that screen for the thumbs up, like men. Double tap. Don't want the zombies to get out.
I can't find my beautiful Klein pliers anymore.
Which ones?
Well, I had the ones that I put the cold shrink on, and I don't know where I put them, but I did.
Oh,
I did acquire.
They said your mic is too loud.
My mic is too loud. That's a first in history. Is that better?
I have no idea. You're going right into my ear.
All right. I caught my underling. I'm about to tie 7 and 3 of them. The neutral was re-identified. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Nice. All right.
Look at this.
Yeah, we picked these up from Lowe's. I also picked up this pouch, but these are beautiful.
Oh, they are pretty nice.
Yeah, those are pretty. But then we also picked up the other legacy editions. Yeah, I had to throw these away not that long ago, and I've missed them. I truly think that this style of Klein, the grips won't fail on.
Well, that's good.
There's a lot of Klein grips that are going to fail. Let me try to turn down my gain.
You all tell me what you think of this, because Tactics and I call him by that other name in real life. Anyway, we were talking about this earlier. Met a little girl at Lowe's today. By the way, all Lowe's Black Friday advertisements and deals or whatnot not being pulled off the shelf today for a reset. Anyway, talking to a little girl at Lowe's today. She used to be the HR director of Menards, which is a big box store. She decided to quit that job to go be an apprentice electrician. I'm going to warn you. She's cute. She's small. My thing is that she worked at HR. How long do you think it'll take before she quits?
Maybe that's why she left HR. She has brothers, and
I
you
can
know,
I can tell you that while talking to me, she got a 4-letter vocabulary that ain't. It's like normal for me,
right? And
right?
she was pretty
She'd never used one.
shocked and appalled. Yeah, perfect.
Just saying.
Man, I wish I could find those Kleins. I'm
Hey,
fixing to buy a Vito for the spring bag thing,
why?
right?
Why would you do
Dude,
such a thing?
I've been watching people with that new SBLD or TP, whatever the heck it is, right? I can't remember what it's called. I think it's too small. And I almost don't even want to buy another Vito because I've got kind of the perfect setup. Don't mind all that garbage in there right now. It's just all thrown in there because I
Uh-huh.
just needed to just keep all the tools in one space. But man, I think I've already got the perfect one, but we're gonna buy another one to make sure, just to make sure.
So you're going to buy another purse
We got to make sure that we got the
to
best
make
one.
sure that your existing purse is the best purse for you.
That's correct.
You know what? I don't see I don't see the flaw in that logic. I mean, my wife does the same thing. She's ordered 3 bathing suits now to figure out that the first bathing suit that she bought was going to be the perfect bathing suit for her.
I mean, you should be appreciative of her exploring so many bathing suit options. That's all I'm going to say. Joseph's not going to lie, you two are my spirit animals. God bless. Appreciate both of you. Appreciate it, man. What's up, George? We got Danny. We got Sarush. We got Jeremy. What's going on? Souls beat me to
Joseph.
that. Joseph. Yeah, Joseph said that. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Hey, I brought up the live chat. Look at me go.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Robert Zellman? George. Who else is in here? Learning with Juan. Learning efficiency. Yeah.
I
Got some
have
contractors
those,
using our
Danny.
outdoor receptacles for the house next door. My boss told me to change it to a 240-volt breaker. That was nice and just replaced the bell box with the metal one with a lock. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually. I went to one today, and this guy's grinder was actually not working, and he needed to cut a section of fence away.
I
Because
thought
it
you were going to help him with the website. Tell him
no,
the ins and outs.
no, he it was dragging the floor. The fence was, and every time you opened it, it was catching on the concrete.
Yeah.
And he was going to cut it with a grinder because, sure, do you? He was working on a wrought iron fence, but he also had a wooden one in the way. So whatever, you want to use a grinder, fine. His grinder actually died like on the spot, like today as a DeWalt pedal
Oh, yep,
switch,
yep.
and it just would not go. So about that time, some of his workers pull up. They got a little table saw, a little Bauer table, no, Hercules table saw in the back. Do they make a table saw?
Yes.
Okay, the blue one, yeah. So they pull up. And I grabbed my little compact and I started zipping out the screws off of one of the pickets. And I was like, dude, just run this in the saw. Let me get out of here.
Dang.
It's always something, man. You got to help people out. That's all I'm saying. He didn't even have a drill.
What? Jesus.
Hey, he was going to fix it with a grinder. That's all I can tell you. The people I work with, 25% awesome, 25% stupid, 50% jackasses. That's about right.
I
That's a
mean,
job site for you.
so he couldn't just shim the the hinges to swing it the other way. He couldn't do that. He has
No.
to
We
cut
we were
the
beyond
fence.
shimming the hinges at this point, dude. I just needed the picket cut like almost half an inch off. He cut like almost a whole inch, and I was like, cool, passing it still.
God dang.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you don't know what you're doing, do whatever you need to do.
Hey, it worked. Red and blue handles are beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, this one came with 3.
I
So
I am
the
Charlton.
first time I ran across these,
I'm always the straight man on this show.
this one was the 3-piece screwdriver set. And you notice it says American Forged, not made. So I think they are still made somewhere and then they forge them. Is that right?
I mean, forging is one process.
Made in
So,
USA. No, this
yeah,
this one's full American. This one's in Mansfield, Texas. So
I would
that,
hope so since it's forged. If it's
right
forged, if it's forged, it has to be like it's one tool.
now
So the
this
forging
one here.
process is they have a cast uh, where they'll pour molten metal in and then they'll forge it. It's not
Yeah,
like it's not like if you've ever watched the show Forged in Fire where they take it out and then they beat on it a bunch. No, it's not like that. The
right.
forging
Not
process that they use is not like that. $20 super chat by Klein.
yo. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
D275574 next. Nice, nice.
D275574. What is the D275574?
I mean, you're the electrician.
Let's
I
see.
am not. I'm heterosexual, so
Hang on. Not this one. Although this one's beautiful too. I'm
it,
not.
it is a pretty
Oh, is it the strippers?
nice.
It might be the strippers. D27. Dude, I want them to make one of these. I want them to make one of these
What
in
am I not seeing, George?
American. If they made this,
Oh.
I would buy 3 of them just to have them. This says made in USA, but is it really?
Try again, Joseph. No
5-inch
one
precision flush cutter.
Okay. In the last 15 years, no one other than my wife has seen my crack. That means I cannot be a plumber.
Hey, check this out. I
Ooh,
found this Husky, $15. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. I saved them for a video, but you guys are being generous, so we're gonna bless you with some coolness. And then I don't know if I'm gonna run a circuit all the way to my bathroom tonight, or at least get in the attic and run something, or if we're just gonna go out there and wire the low voltage lights, because I've got
so
the low voltage cable now.
he wants you to buy the 5-inch flush cutters.
Yeah.
I have those already. Sorry.
Anyway, what to expect from this? The screwdrivers, these are pretty standard lengths for what you can
What's that,
expect,
Jeremy?
right?
Yes.
So that's pretty standard. They sit in there good enough, but there is no retention. So that would be your screwdriver slots. You could get some diagonals in there. Brand new, so it's, oh, look at, that's the other thing, man. Look how easy these open.
That is
You
nice.
might think that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Oh, come on.
I'm not used to that. So every Klein that I've ever owned, you have to work to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to use it to get it to do this, dude. Nothing from Klein has ever in the history of ever done that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because what's it gonna act like? What's it gonna act like in a year? You know?
Probably the same.
or looser. But I don't even know if you can get any looser than that, dude. That's like
Look. Has your wife gotten tighter over time?
um
No. No is the
no,
answer.
no. Okay, no.
Everybody knows that doesn't happen, especially after they had children. So
The number
chances
two.
are it won't get any more loose, especially if it's only you using it.
We got the yeah. We got the Phillips there. That's pretty.
Yeah, I mean they're good looking tools, but
So
I don't know. I'm just kind of I really like the Greenlee screwdrivers more than
yeah,
Klein. A lot more than Klein.
I'm still very much
Stephen
for
Ott.
Klein. What's up, Stephen Ott?
Look, we just talked about your wife being
What's up,
loose, and
Adrian?
Stephen Ott shows up.
It's funny how that works out.
Yeah, we know who's
This
laying the
one,
pipe.
this once you get this through your belt, this probably won't go anywhere. That's not bad.
Adrian, how are you?
We picked this up. We had a
Hey,
guy.
Jamie.
We had a guy in the chat the last live that was asking about a Speed Square hammer pouch. So we got the Speed Square. Now you're wondering where the hammer is.
Yeah, where's the clip? Don't tell
I'll
me
show
it's
you.
that little loop on the side.
I think it's better. Hang on. I gotta. Oh, this is the small rig, dude. The small rig is actually amazing. So,
Oh yeah.
let me don't be stupid in front of my friends, small rig. Come on. Hang on. I gotta unscrew this piece here because this is okay. I'm going to put down the phone, aren't I?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna make me. Okay.
It's true, Denny. That's all his wife does is make him feel better about it.
All right, here we go.
Panther, I want you to know I was talking about your ex on Dr. Left Hand Thread's channel the other day.
He wouldn't have it any other way. Let me see.
I can't mention. It was something about its dry end side, and I said it can't be Panther's ex then. Just saying.
Okay. We need
His
to
imaginary ex-wife has given us so much pleasure over the years.
lock that. Yeah. Let's see here. I gotta get more height. Now we can level you out. Hang on a second. There we go. And then it's gonna drop. So let me re-level it. Right there. Perfect. Okay. We got the firm grip. Now I'm ashamed to tell you how much I paid for this.
Too
Go ahead and
much.
guess.
They had them at Home Depot the other day.
I know, but you didn't
And
know it
they
had
are-
this.
No, they're what, $60?
Yeah, $60 WTF, man. Why? Why are these $60?
Because you're stupid.
No. Well, yes, but also let's hang on. The hammer sleeve, dude.
Oh, sorry, Steven. That's the good thing is you can contact the IRS and let them know that there's a change to your account, and they'll send it to the change. You just have to call them.
So this is a hammer sleeve.
Okay.
Yeah, hammer goes in there.
Nope.
Maybe.
It's a waste.
Maybe.
No, it is. It is a waste.
How come?
Because the thing about why everybody else uses just a clip is for speed, right? You don't want
maybe
that extra drag. No, that is why we use it. Plus, who hasn't used their heel to kick their freaking hammer out and just grab it in the air? That's the
Me.
fun part.
You're talking to an electrician, sir. I
Yeah,
I have no
sorry.
business. I have no business owning a hammer sleeve. But somebody asked me the other day, "What's a good
It's
pouch?
just
What's a good pouch that
this.
fits a speed square,
Okay.
a couple of tools, and a
Mhm.
spot for a hammer?" And
Okay. And this is what you came up with.
this is what I happened to
No.
find. Oh, look,
No.
it's
This is
actually dummy proof. This one, look, it has the arrows, so my dumb
well,
ass can use it. And it's left and right. So if I wanted my hammer, how do you swing your hammer, sir?
with my left hand.
You just let it all hang out like Sancho, or do you keep it
No,
tucked on your
I
left side or right side?
okay, I let the tool do the work. And I actually just snap my wrist. I don't hardly use any of my forearm or my shoulder or anything. Um, and that, I mean, I just swing my hammer like a man. I,
Oh,
I don't
I
know how to
wasn't talking
like.
about
I
a
don't
tool
think
just then.
about it. Oh, in that case,
Hey, that's a
I
quick
let
clip.
it hang. I let it swing low.
That's a quick clip. That's cool. That's a plus. Just drag it behind you, coil it around your leg. Me too. All right.
Yeah, tuck it in my sock or in my shoe.
That's tuck it in your sock. Step on it. Let's see here.
No, you got to make sure you tuck it top side.
I do kind of
You wouldn't
like.
know. You're an electrician. You'll never know.
Yeah, you're right. It's got okay. Those aren't neoprene. They're
Aw. Somebody got upset because I'm using a headset.
oh. Who said that?
I don't know, some idiot. I just want you to know. Yeah, I don't care.
All right. I think we go in here now. All right. I was actually gonna do something tonight, but
I just did. That's why I was taking a nap.
Oh,
Wait, you meant something different.
yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was gonna wire up some low voltage lights or on some Romex in
Wait,
the attic.
let message deleted by. I need to see it.
Me too.
Minorca. What a stupid name. Minorca Home Solutions said, dude in the headphones is a putz. And he didn't even spell it right. It was Pudts. Look, putz. Putz is spelled Putz.
Oh,
If you don't even know how to insult somebody, maybe consult your husband.
so that's where the claw goes, right? And then the hammer. I gotta go get the full size hammer. And then I suppose.
Thank you, Denny. I can't believe they don't know how to spell putz. That's just I'm kind of taken aback at the low level of education.
LR. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh,
well, we already
was
knew
nice,
that.
Charlton.
We already
Yes,
knew that. But
we did know that about you.
yeah, we want the right hand side because
I'm just gonna say this: the little clip done already.
The little clip. Oh yeah. Well, you got to set this up. Once you get it set up, it might be cool. You don't know. I saw. What's his name? What's our buddy's name? The concrete framing.
Impact Nation.
Impact Nation, dude. He's got a Diamondback, and the Diamondback starts at like 150. So this is like the poor man's Diamondback. Why would they make that a sticker? Oh, okay.
Why would they make the sleeve? Why would they make the sleeve? That's. We've only been using a hook for what, like 100 years?
Okay, let's see how many hammers fit in this sleeve. All right. All right, doesn't hold this hammer. Hang on.
0.
I got lots of hammers. I'm an electrician. Let's see if this hammer fits. Damn, this hammer doesn't fit either. Hang on.
The sticker is for electricians.
We got this hammer here. Or this hammer. Damn.
Still 0.
Hang on. What about this hammer?
0.
That doesn't fit. Hang on. We got this hammer.
What about your 12-volt hammer? Does it fit in there?
A battery hammer?
Yeah.
It kind of fits the battery hammer.
Nah, it doesn't really.
Only OGs will know about the battery hammer.
Yes.
What about
Best
this
bang
hammer?
for your buck on a cordless ratchet, DeWalt 12-volt. I think it's still on sale until the 24th.
In a
at
pinch,
Lowe's.
this can be used as a hammer. As an electrician, this could definitely be used as a hammer.
I'm with you. Forgot my name. Basic metal belt clip. That's
Bro,
it. That's all you need.
It really doesn't
Done.
fit that hammer either.
Apparently, it doesn't fit any of your hammers.
Hang on, we're not done trying the hammers.
Nope,
It doesn't
still
fit that
no.
one either. All right, hang on.
No worries, Rye Bread.
That one doesn't fit either. What about this one?
B-Dubs is here, and so is Jonathan Hughes. How you guys doing?
Jonathan, we're trying to see how many hammers we can fit in this thing. Apparently, it doesn't fit any hammers.
Did you guys have a good Easter? It might be made for the vibrating hammer. That
Let's see here. What about
every electrician has two. Duct tape.
No, see that hammer's just gonna fall out too.
Even an insulated hammer doesn't fit.
Well, this live would go on forever if I got all my hammers. So we're just gonna say,
Jamie, my problem with the
any
AC
hammers for
Delpho
an electrician.
It's the same as the old what was it, the Warrior ratchet? I mean, it's the same. Made the same factory, the same specs. They even take the same battery. Whatever that 12-volt line was that Harbor Freight discontinued.
What's up, Bubba? Put
magnets on the inside. Then it would be a magnetic hammer holder.
Magnetic hammer. All right, let's see here.
Still finishing the leftovers. I feel you there.
I think we're gonna get a real hammer.
All right, Paulie.
Not that these aren't real hammers. These are
Where's
all
that cute little hammer that you had before? That little that tiny little red one.
I don't know. It's probably buried underneath all these other hammers. Hang on.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
Oh, there you go. It barely even. Well, actually, you know what?
Where is Flex made? Germany. So Red Flex that's available in Europe. So basically polishers, they were made in Germany. I don't know if they still are now. Flex Tools, Flex Power Tools made in China. Hammer in the pants. Master, where do you keep your hammer? I keep mine in the pants. I tried using a live brass. I can't read that word.
I got a piece of wood
for a
stuck in
concrete
here.
farm, but a state inspector stopped me at a job site. I don't know why he would.
We're gonna use this hammer.
That red hammer that he has in there looks terrible. Like it looks like garbage.
It fits in a Vito though, so it's okay.
That looks like that hammer that what's his name? Andy Dufresne used to get out of Shawshank. That's just a garbage hammer. Don't you have a Martinez or a Stiletto or like You're buying all these purses? Why don't you buy a hammer, like an actual hammer?
Like an actual hammer.
Yeah, I mean they're only like what's a good stiletto? Yeah, I can't even remember. They were expensive back when I was doing it.
What are they? 250? 150. Yeah, I don't know.
Stiletto.
It's not bad.
Let's look it up. 15-ounce hammer, which you're not really using, is $240. Why?
Yeah, 250. Yeah. That's not bad.
No. There you go. No, still no. I got
This
to
is
look
the
at
one that
Acme
we
real
kind of
quick.
came up with the other day, where you could put the hammer, have a quick clip, and you
No
can get a
wonder,
speed square in there.
no wonder guys like using stiletto hammers. The
Is
the
it?
the heaviest one I can find right now is 18 ounces.
They say the Harbor
Like,
Freight one's not bad, you know.
yeah, they're liars. If you ever look at the Harbor Freight, first of all, the two bolts they have going in, I don't know what they're called, the rings, whatever, right? They crack the wood as they're putting them in there because they don't treat the wood correctly.
Oh,
So
those wedges or whatever.
don't buy the Harbor Freight hammer thinking you're going to get something great. It's going to break because it's a terrible freaking tool.
Yeah.
Use the Boss. I do like Boss hammers, dude. They are awesome.
Let's see here.
The hammers as much as some of the shoes.
Let's see if it's
I got a
still.
12-ounce stiletto. I don't know why you would ever use a 12-ounce stiletto,
Oh,
but
it's
it's
still bright outside, dude.
$130. I had Ditch Witch. Oh, hey, you're fine, Charlton. I don't know why he would stop you. Fool Bear says nothing better than a Harbor Freight hammer. He's an
Oh, the
idiot if he
Mustang is
says
in the
that.
way. We could wire up all those lights, though.
Well, you
They're
should.
right there. Maybe
The
we should.
Boss hammers are expensive, but dude, they're worth it.
Let me see here. We need some
Boss
tools.
Hammer Beast 28-ounce Cheracote milled face steel head fiberglass handle, $89.95.
They have a Cerakoted hammer.
Well, it's fiberglass, dude. $89.95 at
Hang on.
Acme.
Oh,
And
I got more hammers down here.
Let me see.
Bro, I got
The
even more
28
hammers down
ounce.
here.
The 28 ounce. That's the one I would personally be swinging. By the way,
Yeah.
$89.95. The 16 ounce is $139. That's what the girls out there today use. And the 18 ounce is $84.95. But if you want the 16 ounce, the hybrid, that's the one that everybody really likes. It's $160. I'm just saying, $89.95 is a freaking steal. And if I had seen that before I bought this crappy tool that I bought today to show someone up so they could quit asking me about their stupid brand, I would have bought this. Because
I'm looking for a stand.
I mean, 16-ounce hickory handle is only $140. That's a freaking steal.
Maybe.
That's what you would use. I used a 24-ounce hammer when I was doing framing.
Yeah.
And that I never imagined using something smaller because then you could just let the weight of the tool do all the work. You know what I'm saying? You like the S-wing, Bob? That's fine by you. I mean, it's cool.
We got
The 12 to 15 ounce. They're for electricians, Jonathan. Little girls, electricians, the same.
Oh,
Vaughn, you like the Vaughn? I used to like Vaughn a lot. It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with a Vaughn. 22 ounce. I mean, come on. That's just the way it starts. I can't believe they're so cheap now.
that's good for now.
That's
all we
the
need.
Bucket Boss, Bucket Boss 3-bag rig. That's your belt with your suspenders. $102, dude. It's $102 for the Bucket Boss.
Yeah, I found a tripod, dude.
Saying camo is looking good. It's looking real good. I'm just saying, I'm kind of liking Acme website. Yeah, I don't care if you guys buy any of this stuff or not. I
I
don't
don't.
make any commission. I don't
I
have
don't
any
like the Acme
affiliates.
website. The thing about the Acme website is that you actually never get your tools. So they're just a tease. I'm gonna have to put this
Eh,
down. What's up, Big Josh?
hey, Big Josh, how you doing? 20-ounce Vaughn fiberglass handle in my day. Hey, dude, I understand. I
I
understand.
I know why they call him
The
Big Josh too, because
6'7"?
dude's in fact pretty huge.
Yes. The Bucket Boss leather hammer holder, which by the way is just a metal clip and way easier than that garbage you were using. It's $12.99. What did you pay for your little sleeve? Your hammer sleeve so your hammer doesn't get
60.
cold?
Yeah, my hammer
Sixty
gets cold.
dollars. What? How good are you?
I don't like my hammer
Free
gets cold,
shipping.
bro.
I don't know if there's free shipping. I don't. Um, I have not ordered from Acme in a long time, but
I don't think it is
I don't
free
know.
shipping.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Here,
But
look,
I
I
might have
I
to
know my
throw.
tripod's really cute. Like my cute
Uh,
little
uh,
tripod.
yeah, yeah. I'm just
It's
gonna leave
just
it there. I 22-ounce. The 22-ounce hickory handle Boss hammer.
yeah.
$75, dude. Are you freaking kidding me?
Apparently not.
That's unreal. Like, that is unreal. I dig
All
it.
right.
I dig it. I gotta check out the. Oh my goodness. You guys want to see this? Why I'm drooling over this hammer? It's a hammer. Most
Probably.
people
Yeah.
don't really care, but there's some things on the Boss
Oh,
hammer that I do
we got to
truly like.
we got to find the
That's so
wire.
cute. The ducky. Is that a
Yeah.
duck or is it
Yeah.
is it supposed to be like a '90s goose?
No, I think it's a duck. I don't know. When
Do,
my mom passed away, I kidnapped my grandma to live with me and picked her up like a
oh,
baby.
well,
She was having
I
bad
dig it.
sciatic, and
Uh-huh. Check
I
this
I
hammer
kidnapped her
out.
and said, "You're living with me now." And
Look,
we all took care of
it's
each other for years.
it's got your roof pitches, your common roof pitches right there. It's got a straight edge, and that is a straight edge. This will give you a 90 degree. So you put the head and the claws down, and that's a 90 degree angle straight right there. It's just unfreaking real. And that's a 28-ounce. That's a man's hammer. Hammer time.
It's a man's hammer.
And I let's find out about the shipping because I'm curious. Not bi curious. I'm just curious on shipping. Add to cart. What's it come out to?
You sure you're not bi-curious?
I'm 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
All right.
Shipping is $6.50. There you go. You never let an apprentice use your tools. You always have a apprentice set of tools. I'm just saying. I really do love hammers. I think that's one of the key tools that men should have. Men. Like
Yeah.
a real hammer, not like a cute little hammer that goes in your purse. Like a real hammer.
You don't like my
That to
cute hammer?
me is something. No, I think your hammer is awful.
No.
It's why you were happy with that tough built hammer, and I told you it was garbage. Just saying.
As an electrician,
I
dude,
stand
that's
by it.
I don't even use a
Stand by
hammer.
it. That's so okay.
We don't even use hammers. We use our fists and our cocks
Yeah,
to build things.
really, Jeremy. That's interesting. I'm I never really thought about the weight of a hammer. I just grabbed a 24. I prefer hickory handle over metal. because you can feel it better in your hand.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. It is smooth face. The smooth faced hammer, Stephen. What's up, Al Borland? We got Bob Vila and Al Borland in the house, or
What's going
somebody's
on?
just changing their name. Are you using the right cable?
Yeah. This is
Okay.
it's
I just
actually
want to
too
make.
big for what it is, but that's the smallest they had. This is zero wire outdoor for low voltage LEDs.
Okay. All right. I just checking. Just checking.
Yep.
I don't want you to get in trouble with the inspector.
Yeah, that guy, man, especially in this area, big asshole. There's a mosquito on me.
It depends on what I'm doing, Steven. Sometimes I do like a milled face. Sometimes I prefer a smooth face.
So I will say this, man. These
Cool.
Knipex strip very nicely for what I'm doing
Use
right
a
here.
Milwaukee 28-ounce hammer. The Milwaukee hammers aren't. They're not bad. They're just not good. You can get by with them. Tim's not around. Oh, sorry, Al. You're probably in the hospital.
Now I bought the smaller wire nuts, not knowing how freaking huge this wire is, dude. We could run
I'm
hundreds
with
of
you,
feet with
Jeremy.
this. This is like some serious gauge wire.
Oh, good. We can't. I can't really see how big the gauge is.
I'm not happy about it because it's not going to fit underneath my freaking wire nuts.
You can
I
do
can already tell.
fingers. Jamie, instead of holding it like holding your fastener or your nail like this, take it between your middle finger and your index finger. It'll hit the fleshy part. And you won't get so much damage to your fingers any longer. Or just get one with a magnet at the head that'll tap it down for you so you don't have to hold it at all. Either way.
I've got some special connectors that I was thinking about
Nice,
showing you, but
George.
we're just going to keep it moving.
I like wood handles myself. I already said that. You only have a 20-ounce Milwaukee. That's, well, I can't say that's the only hammer I got, but that's the only framing type hammer I have right now.
Oh, these will work. These will work barely. Kinda.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not too
You know
happy
what you
about
should use? You know what you should use?
the
Wagos.
little crimpy ones. Wagos,
No,
yeah,
Wagos.
yeah,
Wagos all the
Wagos.
way. Wagos taking over everything. DeWalt
Yeah,
MIG hammer. I've
I
looked
don't
at
think they
DeWalt
make
hammers.
outdoor Wago wire nuts. I mean, outdoor Wagos.
I've looked at DeWalt hammers. You could not pay me to use a DeWalt hammer. They are terrible. Yeah, the head is the most important. That's what the part I tell my wife to focus on. Look at me. You get it. Or you don't. I mean, I don't know how many of you are straight. How many of you are straight? How many of you are electricians? That'd be the question.
How many of
Steve's
you are
wood
straight
shop and tool.
electricians?
There's no such thing. Only
No
by.
such thing.
There was a girl on our crew that used the magnetic part of her hammer. Oh, dang.
To do what? What was she doing?
She was using the magnetic part of her hammer.
To
Dang. Broke a DeWalt hammer removing drywall. I'm not surprised they're not built like.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, Al, those were nice hammers. Hart makes a nice hammer, a decent hammer.
Oops.
You should use dielectric grease in the wire nuts.
They come with it on
Why?
there. They come with it on there. They're it's in there.
Okay.
This has
Mm.
NEC required for outdoor connections.
That would be cool, Josh. That's a good idea. I have the old rigid, the one with the dial, not the one that you have. I have the one with the dial. I will never ever use it. And the first chance I get to find some poor sucker that needs one, I'm giving him that one. And I'm going to apologize when I do it.
As you give it to him, you're like, sorry.
I only know 1 to 2 electricians, and they are both. And I can't finish it because it's YouTube, especially the one on this live. True that, Stephen ought.
Perfect. Can't argue, I suppose.
The
I don't
hardest,
know what the polarity is.
the funny thing is, when I got this device, because I bought it from someone at a yard sale recently, they told me how hard it was to do. And I'm just like, I grabbed it and I was like, oh yeah, it's real hard. This is supposed to work your pectoral muscles.
Oh.
I don't know how, because like it's not very hard. Yeah. I worked out.
This, yeah, dude, these wire nuts are terrible.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got them.
Well, they're too small. I didn't realize this wire was gonna be this huge. Honestly.
Sometimes he just sets the jokes up himself. I don't have to say anything. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I think that's the
I
best.
overheard my buddy's name was Daniel, right? So we're eating lunch. I overheard my buddy's helper. He was telling his friends how he liked the blue and orange wire nuts because they just push on.
Uh-huh.
I was like, hey Daniel, you might want to go check on your boy over there. when you
What's up, John?
finish, might want to go check on all of his connections.
What state are we in? The weather is hot here in Florida already. Al, one of us is in Texas, the other one is in Missouri. We're all American. Who? Well, I'm all American. The other guy, the fruity one with the nice little flowers, you know, the ducks and the flowers, and so cute. He's got a nice little cute yard.
Thank you.
He's born in the Caribbean. You know about those, you know.
Is it really the Caribbean if it's Bermuda?
Yes.
No.
You're just an island boy.
Just an island boy.
Ooh, Steven, that's the temperature we were. Suzanne Summers used that exercise. Her leg muscles is the girl. Oh, what are you talking about? What do they call the Thigh Master? Is that what it's called?
That's
True that. Captain Fruity Pebbles Island Boy. You know, where is the 12-volt DeWalt on sale? Lowe's, my friend. It is at Lowe's.
But it's not at all the Lowe's.
It's
because I went looking.
You buy the tool, you get the 5 amp hour battery for free, and you return the battery because it's hackable.
Oh, that is what's the word?
Undeniable.
Not very honest.
By the way,
dishonest behavior.
It is not dishonest behavior. They give you a value for both. Is it dishonest when you return like 38, 98% of the stuff that you buy at Lowe's? No.
No, it's not.
So
depends
this
if it
is
sucks
the same
or not.
thing.
Does it
This
suck
is
or
the same
not?
thing.
All right. Just checking.
I'm not surprised that you like it, Josh. How'd the flooding go? It's receded, but we've got another, I think, starting either tonight or tomorrow. We got like another 5 straight days of rain. So unethical, I think he's trying to say. It's not.
Unethical.
It is not unethical.
Unethical.
How can it be unethical when you have paid for the item and you return the item for the amount that you paid? Now, if you were returning it for more than you paid, or like you did what Masturbating Mayhem did when they didn't have it hackable and the free tool was actually free, and he'd take the free tool and then return the one that he paid for, now that's unethical.
Yeah, is that not what you're doing?
No, that is not, because you pay for both now. You pay for both now.
Is that because
It's
they caught on?
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Maybe because of Masturbating Mayhem.
Okay.
Just saying.
Perfect.
Thigh Master.
I need to bury.
They get you when they mark the battery down to a penny. It's not marked down to a penny anymore. That's the thing. Instead of it being like $99, they'll make it like say $50. And then instead of the tool being $129, they mark it down to $80, so that you're still paying $130.
Oh, all right.
I know, Al. They don't do that anymore.
I don't even know if any of this is going to work or not. But it seemed like the sun just didn't want to go away, so here we are.
Yeah. Big Josh, here's what you do. This is real easy. You go home, and then you only bring the one item back.
Look at that joint. Look at that joint.
Yeah, I think everybody does that now, Jonathan.
I need more wire nuts.
You're using the wrong wire nut. Jonathan wants you to know that that's, I think, AC and not DC, something like that. Maybe it's DC and not AC. I think it's AC and not DC.
He said it earlier. I've actually got better connections than this, but I'm not going to use them.
That's a good way to do it, Denny. Joint, is it 420? No, it is 422. By the way, we just went through National Drug Test Awareness Day.
Huh. Really?
On Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. It was not met with much fanfare, but I'll tell you, and I should do a video about this.
Okay.
We had a gentleman that worked for us that he was on an 18-foot ladder and the bottom fell out. Right? Just slipped away. It happens sometime.
Right.
His legs got caught between two of the rungs of the ladder. It came down and it broke both of his legs.
And he wouldn't have survived if he was already high on PCP, is what you're telling me.
No. They drug tested him at the hospital as he was getting the casts and stuff put on his legs. They denied his workman's comp because his P test was hot.
While he was getting worked on.
Oh, yeah, dude. Straight up denied it because his P test came up hot. He also got fired. He was a good worker, though.
Because he was high, he never complained.
Well, maybe. But
he was like, this is great.
Why do you think every time someone in the field gets hurt while you're at the hospital, they require a drug test? Yeah, it's just so they can deny your work comp.
That's right.
Tactics doesn't know the difference between AC, DC, but he knows the band, and that's really the important part.
Yeah, so these are small waterproof connectors, and they're made in the USA.
Hey, Jonathan's got some Clean P if anybody is in the market. $130 per, and I get 20%.
Oh, we can only put 1,000 volts on these.
Oh, I think that might be a problem. Okay. I think you'll be okay with your little lights.
We can only put 1,000 volts on them, guys. for use with
Just
solid
so
and
not
stranded.
hit the ground. Yeah.
And
See, that's the thing. They test you before they give you any of the stuff. And they can test for things that are not the painkillers or whatever they
for
give you at
use
the
in
hospital.
direct bury applications and operating at 30 volts or less. That's us.
There you go.
Perfect.
I was saying, there's a reason that they do that. There's a reason that those companies make you to do a drug test while you're at the hospital. It's one of those things that is required for any accident. I think even Walmart does it if you're hurt at their job. Walmart. Like they can't find enough people to check me out when I'm going through the registers. They're looking to not pay your work comp.
Dang.
Hey, you got to be on something to work at Walmart.
I can't remember if
I
this
think
is
it's a
energized or
requirement.
not.
Of course, Denny. That's the he's an electrician.
Do you know if this is energized or not? Let's find out.
Lick it.
Won't need
Hey,
to if I
I did see a pair of wire strippers that had a non-contact volt tester built in.
were they garden bender and then you had red handles.
No, they were green and they were on TikTok and they're like, "This is the safest thing," and I'm just like,
No.
or you could just like be competent. I don't know.
Or just
He
be
can
confident.
read.
What are you saying here? You saying just to be competent?
You know,
What the hell is that?
you have a clean driving record. That's good. So do I.
So something to brag about now? It's kind of like
Yes,
I got good credit, like that's now street cred.
I do. Of course.
All right, just checking.
You know what? I've got a contact at Acme. I wonder if they'd send me the hammer for free.
They used to whenever we were at Fidelity, be going for orientation. Hey, the lights work. Amazing.
They do.
Yeah, I gotta show you, but right now I got my hands full because I'm doing a terrible
dang.
splice out here. That means I guessed the polarity. Yes. Cool.
I mean, if only it were on the actual wire, that would they would tell you on the actual wire.
Nice. Now, what we got to do? We're going to get this guy to work. And his wire sneaks through here. And then it used to go
in need of people, Stephen.
It used to go out here, but I don't know. Aha!
Well, thanks for being here, Patrick.
We need to run the wire. We need to run the wire over here.
Oh, okay.
Underneath that brick.
You don't want to leave it laying loose out there like that?
No, not this time.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Run it under your paver.
That's why we got the low voltage
middle.
stuff.
Dang, George.
Get underneath there.
Dang, George. Need a landscaper? Hey, Al Borland's offering to be your landscaper.
Oh, nice. Come on over.
If he were an electrician, he'd offer to do your manscaping.
If you trim your bush, your deck will always look big.
I've heard that. Don't they make solar stake lights? They do.
Yeah, but these are better.
These are the ones he has. He's allergic to solar.
I got 2 solar stake lights in right now.
Only 2?
Yeah, just 2.
Amateur.
I can't remember what the polarity is here. Well, we lucked out on the first 2, or the first 5. Let's see if we can do it again.
Folks. It's AC. Wouldn't it just alternate?
Not quite.
In case you guys didn't know, A is alternating. We had
He's
solar
right.
panels at my old house and are nice. Good, Mitchell.
I miss my solar panels. I had a good system though, man. I had no solar bill for 3 years, and my solar bill was $140. Then I rolled it into my mortgage, and then I only had $100K left to pay on my house. And my new solar electric bill my new electric bill with the solar after 3 years went to about $50. So all I ever had to do was pay $50, probably forever.
Apparently,
tuck
it does
that in the
matter,
grass
Charlton.
there. Just gonna tuck that in the grass there.
There's no way that this could be a problem later on, like when you're mowing.
No, dude, this has been here before for like I don't know how many. What, a year and a half?
Wait, you had the wire just hanging out there for a year and a half?
Well, it wasn't just hanging; it was tucked in, right here underneath the slab where the spiders live. The spiders were actually holding it for me. See?
You guys ever watch Red Green, the old show, the Canadians?
Yeah, red green.
Yeah. Just remember, if you can't be handsome, be handy, or neither. Bob, it is definitely not the correct way to install like this. You would want to bury it.
It's buried.
Protect it a little bit.
It's
No,
protected.
it's wedged. It's wedged.
Look.
Not...
This slab is higher than this slab, so you can't kick it. And then you got this nice grass to protect it. See?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna find it. He'll never trim that grass. Oh, this isn't enough voltage to kill him.
No, this is 30 volts.
A little bit.
Just annoying me. I don't even think you feel it.
Miss Kita guy rides the Hershey Highway. They take the express lane on the Hershey Highway.
The express lane of the Hershey Highway.
I don't blame you, Bob. I'd never do this, but then again,
Yeah, what do you guys know?
It looks good from my house. Several states away. What am I, like 2 states away from you?
Yeah. Oklahoma, Arkansas. Yeah.
Yes. I'm good.
Yeah, you're good.
You can lift slabs with spray foam. That's a good tip, Denny.
How
big is your rock auto magnet collection? None.
A rock auto magnet?
The code book says this is a violation. You don't know Rock Auto? They had the world's worst.
Code book says
they had the world's worst commercials.
Maybe we should look at the code book and see how deep we got to bury low voltage cable.
All right,
let's go.
No, shit. I said the wrong thing. That's what I get for not listening to him when he speaks.
Hang on.
It's his Mustang. This is his husband's car. with its potato chips in there. Are those sour cream or salt and vinegar?
Those are salt and vinegar. Oh, I also got sea salt. Damn it, I lost my page. Gotta go back one.
It can lay on the ground, not buried. Oh, they want the
Hang on.
whiteboard.
Column 3, circuits, landscape, no more than 30. Oh, hang on.
That'll work,
There you
B-dubs.
go. Okay, not more than 30 volts. 0. What is that? Under a building, in a trench.
Patrick, you're not
Under
you've not missed a
minimum
thing.
of a concrete slab. Yeah, looks like we gotta go 6 inches. So we called the boss, and I'm fired.
Yeah. Could you just tell him that you don't have 6 inches anywhere?
Oh, I gotta fill that garden up more. I gotta lay another layer of brick on top of it, and then put more dirt. Yeah, I've actually already got the brick.
Sorry, B-dub. I wasn't listening to him when he said code book, and that's my fault. What's up, vegan?
You just space out, sir. It can happen. Look,
Oh.
we're gonna dig. This is about 6 inches, right? That's what my wife tells me. This claw, 6 inches, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
yeah,
it.
this claw,
right
6 inches. All right.
I'm sorry, B-dubs.
Hey, if I met a contractor on site and he was arguing this claw being 6 inches, and that's what his wife told him, I'd probably pass him.
You wouldn't pass him. You'd probably hit on him. Vegan sent you 99 cents.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. Dude, this looks like a lot of green. It's not that bad. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's that bad.
You know what you do is you measure it from the tip to the shaft of the grass. You probably got 6 inches of grass right there. Anything can be 6 inches. I mean, Sancho's been giving him a foot, so.
Did you see that spark?
No, I didn't see the spark. And don't you own a shovel?
What? No way a shovel's going to fit in between there. It's only a claw hammer, and this is 6 inches. We just talked about it.
Dingleberry, there's a trenching shovel that's actually designed for trenches.
No, but I guess I'll have to bring the camera over here to show you how skinny this trench is.
Can you not hit the concrete?
It's pretty close.
I did say the shaft of the blade of grass. I just want you to know that. I know what I'm doing. Electrician Ron is here. Say hi.
Oh, don't look, Ron. Ron is like the most legit person on YouTube, man. If you guys haven't followed his channel, you guys are missing out because that dude does some seriously good installs. Now I have to go 6 inches.
Yes, John. A hammer is effective, but look, it's just come on.
It's kind of funny that as soon as I pulled out the code book, look, that's how tall is that? What is that? That's at least 5.
No, that is not 5.
Hang on, now we gotta.
Your fingers are not 5 inches long, dink.
Why not?
Your whole hand is only 8 inches.
Hang on.
If you're lucky.
We're gonna check it.
Wonder, Bob, he will not be using a broom, I assure you.
Oh, there's no broom here, dude. This thing scared me.
I'm gonna guess your finger is 3.5.
Oh. Okay, so we went like this. Oh no. We got 2 more inches to go.
There you go.
You know what? I'm gonna bring this with me. How about that?
Okay. This is a train wreck, guy.
What's up, guy?
Palm is 4 inches at max. Hey,
See, now
code
I know
book.
my
What?
wife has really been lying because she told me. She was like, "Yeah, that's 6 inches."
She just wanted you to make. She wanted you to feel good because the last guy she was with had 8.
Dang,
She just didn't explain that it was a real 8.
bro had the whole hammer.
When he came with the thunder. That's why she's got a divot on her head.
So bad.
It's Tuesday, George. You missed it. You missed Monday Night Comedy. I mean, if you really want to feel good about yourself, date a midget. It'll always look big. I would know.
We got 5.5.
Keep going. Are you just measuring from the deepest point?
Of course, that's how all electricians do it.
Jesus. That one spot where he actually dug, and then it's like, yeah, this is it.
This is
6.
it.
Now, here's a question for you. Doesn't it have to be buried 6 inches all the way? Like,
If I encased it in concrete,
all
I'm
of
good
them?
at 2 inches,
all
I
of
think.
them have to be 6 inches?
Yeah, so because the
Ron's on
lights are going
digital
in,
tape measure. Patrick, yes, but I've thought about getting one because most men don't know how to read a tape anymore. It's kind of weird.
so what's your plan with the digital tape measure?
I'm going to buy it and then I'm going to hand it to my wife and go, here you go, honey, new tool for you. I've never needed a digital tape measure. I don't know why anybody would, but hey, come on.
Now put the grass back, or do I have to come back with select fill, Mr. Inspector?
George looks at his through the trifocals to make it look bigger, he said.
That's cheating.
Just saying. Oh, that's kind of pathetic, isn't it, Ron? I just want you to know. People are
Ron, look
watching
away.
you right now.
Look
People
away,
are
Ron.
watching you right now, and they're more disappointed than your wife was.
Hey, look, I'm going to
night.
GFCI this 30-volt circuit.
They're more disappointed in you than your wife was on her wedding night.
Oh man, we're going to GFCI.
She still cries when you're not around.
You know, we put GFP. We put GFP on the primary side of the transformer.
Oh, good.
And then I'm going to install an inline GFP fuse, which I'll get right on inventing.
Sweet.
After the stream.
Is that a DeWalt hammer?
Yeah.
What hammer is that?
It's a DeWalt.
I tell you, if it's got yellow on it, he's buying it.
It was white when I bought it.
He buys used underwear just because it's got yellow on the front.
Well, sometimes it's white, then you got to make it yellow. You know how it goes.
No, I'm saying you buy yours pre-yellowed.
That's convenient, actually.
You get them from the homeless people around there.
Let me see here.
Third 14-hour day in a row. Way to go, Caleb. I love it.
Nice.
You're busy.
Making money. I had to cover this light up with dirt so I could. It's bright. There we go.
Steven. It's true. My stage name was Long Dong Silver. I'm just saying. It's because I have the silver in my hair. That's why they call me that. Yeah.
So,
but it
wasn't how that works.
It wasn't this hair that got me that name. About to quit and go full-time YouTube. Caleb, are you making that much money on YouTube? If you are, tell me how.
Yeah, dude. That's impressive. Good for you, man. We can guess the polarity.
The reason we do this is just so we can find out if he'll screw it up.
That's right.
That's it.
We left the spring behind from this wire.
Long duck dong. That was my Asian brother.
Oh.
Yes. Hey, you'd be so lucky, Mitchell.
You know, if I hadn't modified these Knipex,
I carry my own pole.
it wouldn't be that great.
You know, it won't bother me a bit.
We need another wire nut here. And
tariffs should have already hit, Patrick, because the tariffs went into effect a few weeks ago. I am not 6 feet. I'm over 6 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get the bigger wire nuts from Home Depot, man.
Oh, that's good to know, Jonathan. We're hoping for utter failure.
No, dude, this is 30 volts.
Yeah. I only did 70s porn. That's because I got the bush, man. Don't be jealous.
Yeah, see, we're leaving the spring behind on this wire nut.
Patrick, if you're watching other tool channels, they know garbage. Just absolutely nothing.
Hey, that light works now.
Oh, good. I have a safety switch that will not allow me to imagine such things. Jamie, try not to imagine me spinning on a pole buck naked. And I'm fat. So fat.
Where'd all the wire nuts go? Oh, here we go.
Did you ever watch Austin Powers? Imagine fat. I can't say his name because we're on YouTube, but doing some pole dancing. That's me, buddy. That's me. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Ribs. Anyone know the correct nail length for handy siding when blind in it?
Nope.
No, Bob.
All right, so we got buried. We got this light. We got that light.
No.
We got that light. And we got that light.
Naked. Fuck naked.
And this light looks like it's seen better days. That's fine.
It's lighting.
And then we just wired in.
Oh, of course, Charlton.
This one right here.
That's the only thing I come out with.
There we go.
I left a rosebud in my diaper. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I don't want to know you.
All right. Hey, when I hold that sideways, what happens? It all just goes sideways?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta lay. Sorry, guys, I'm out of hands here.
Polarity correct. He is polarity correct. I just want to make sure we all understand this.
Yep, we did it right.
Could you have done it wrong?
I don't know.
Perfect.
It went so well, we'll never know. I've never wired them wrong because usually it's daytime, and I've only ever installed them new. So I knew what the polarity was. I would imagine the polarity matters.
John says, I know I was homeschooled. The question is, why did you have to sleep with your homeroom teacher to pass?
Dang, you sure got him, sir.
I've met your dad. He's a nice guy, but you went a little far to get that A.
I
You didn't
got
have
my
to
good
give him
enough
your
degree. When
A.
did I get my good enough degree? I got mine when I was 18. I got my good enough. I got my good enough degree when I was 18.
See, Bob Vila wants to hire you now.
Oh, nice.
When Bob shows up, the Al Borland goes away. It's the
Just throw
dangest
stuff
thing.
down on the floor. Yeah,
Sorry, John.
that's pretty
I
funny.
had to do it. You made it too easy.
Oh man, I got a solar class tomorrow, a battery and solar class. It's gonna be.
I'm surprised because I've never thought of you having class.
It's gonna be, dude. I never stopped going to school.
Oh, you meant that. I meant the other thing.
Oh, that class, yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm ashamed of myself. It's so easy.
You only get a good enough degree if you're homeschooled. I got my high school diploma at 18. Usually you get a good enough degree if you're homeschooled. I guess that's what you need, right? You can't get a
You can
diploma.
get. First of all, you don't need to be homeschooled to get a GED. You can go to school, drop out, and
What's up,
then
Al
get a
Borland?
GED.
Bob Villa and Al Borland are here now.
Are they, or is he just changing his name?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. They're both here.
Solar class for garden lights. Yes.
No, solar class for UL 9741? 9741? A? 9740? B? How did you get my code book? You don't want me to do that. You don't want me to do that. So we. Oh, look. I found it. I found it. No, this book has some requirements, but not like the building code. The IBC has all the real requirements for all that.
What's up, Sarah? When the heck did you get here?
What's going on, Sarah? I can tell
I
this
was
is scratch.
schooled at a barn with a whip and a switch. Dang. He was taught by the mule, too.
Someone ask a question quick. What question you got?
No one ask a freaking code
Oh,
question.
yeah. We got the NEC question time. Any electrical code question. Let's go.
I was already tired before I started this because I went to work out today, and a fat man doesn't do well working out. I'm just going to throw that out.
Hey, did you ever realize when I do these practice tests for you guys that I don't even do the multiple choice? We do the flashcards. So we have to know, like, pretty much the only answer it can be. At least, like, with the real test, you can cross-reference the answers and go back in the book and look for the answers based on what other options are. You know what I mean? But whenever I'm doing these for you guys live, we're not able to cross-reference anything. We just know where the code is, and if we don't know, then we let you guys know. But that doesn't happen often.
Do you give you a blank check?
Question: tactics with new aluminum conductors, are no locks really needed by code? No. So if you look at the UL White Book, the UL White Book is what determines everything about how to use a product and how the installation instructions work. And there's a new class of aluminum since like the 80s that the Penetrox is not required. I don't have a phone on me. You got a computer in front of you.
I do. What do you need?
What
I'm sorry,
year?
You pulled out the code book, and I kind of
just
zoned out. What year what?
What year did they fix aluminum wire to not require antioxidant compound? I'll go search it.
Good.
Yeah. Hang on.
jackass thought I was going to be looking that garbage up. What does he think I am? An idiot like he is? No. I don't even care what the answer is. That's the problem. Like, he wants to know the answer just because it's his stupid thing. I don't even care. It's an electrician thing.
Okay.
If it doesn't go bluey, you did it right.
Now, I still think that aluminum's a good idea, but I can't fail somebody if they don't use it. So, the compound. What year did they fix aluminum wiring to not require antioxidant compound? The fix to aluminum wiring isn't a specific year, but rather a combination of changes and advancements in materials and practices over time. The issue with aluminum wiring specifically requiring antioxidant paste seen from conductors about connections, not the aluminum itself. While some manufacturers still require for certain applications, the common practice is the antioxidant compound pastes are not always necessary. Here's a more detailed explanation. Aluminum wire gained popularity in the 1960s and 70s due to a copper shortage. However, concerns about the aluminum's tendency to oxidize and cause weak connections led to the use of antioxidant paste to prevent corrosion. Today, the need for antioxidant paste is less frequent and depends on specific application and manufacturer's recommendations. Some manufacturers still require it, especially for harsh environments, but many do not. The main concern with aluminum wire was that not aluminum itself, but the way it was connected. The oxide layer on aluminum can create a weak electrical connection, potentially leading to overheating and fire hazards. The modern solution, the issues with aluminum wiring has been largely addressed through advancements in connector design and materials, for example, using copalum connectors, which are designed to connect aluminum and copper wiring safely, is a common solution. But that's copper to aluminum, and you can't use antioxidant compound in a wire nut. Boring. I read it fast. So,
Hey, Budsville's here just to lower the
yeah.
IQ.
Now you have to buy $11 wire nuts that are purple that have the compound in them. We used to just back in the day we'd do a pigtail on a house and we'd take the aluminum, we'd take a copper conductor, squirt a little bit of that shit in there, twist the wire nut on there, and then you'd have one piece of copper coming off of two pieces of aluminum, and that was completely fine. But nowadays you have to buy the $11 wire nuts for 3 wire nuts, by the way. 3 wire nuts, $11. And that is suitable to connect the stuff. Silver is the best electrical, gold is.
A GM, yes, that is true.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing.
All right, I'm on live chat, so I don't. Okay.
I answered an electric question.
Is it true that garbage disposal needs to be on its own circuit? That's not true.
Why not?
50% cord and plug. 210, 220 dot.
Don't do it. I just take your word for it.
I've already done it. It's here, right here. Hang on. Hang on. We're almost there. We almost got it.
Do you see what you guys did now? Do you see this?
Oh, what have you done? Yeah, 50% cord and plug. So if it doesn't consume 50% of the circuit, you can plug it in to another circuit. So dishwasher and disposal can be on the same circuit as long as the dishwasher doesn't pull more than half of the circuit. So you put dishwasher and disposal together. You have 2 small appliance branch circuits because you have to have 2 minimum. The refrigeration equipment is allowed to be on that small appliance branch circuit as well as the clock outlet. And then your light's going to be separate from that. And your microwave is also going to be a dedicated circuit because that's more than 50% of the cord and plug load. See, we put them to sleep again. It's not hard. Let's see here. That's branch feeders. It's not 210, is it? It's 220 or 210? Receptacle outlet. Receptacle outlet shall be installed. That's cords.
Oh my God.
Are you awake now? Are you awake now? There he is. He's awake now.
Every day you pull that code book out, I wish is my last day. Just so I never have to do it again.
And then single receptacles.
Budsville brought down the IQ of the room just by himself by him showing up, and now Kansas brought down the average height.
Oh, that's great. No, you're not required to have a light in a closet. There's no requirement for that. What's the voltage drop over 50 feet with a 12 gauge cord
Don't.
compared to a
Why?
100-foot cord on the
Why
same
are you
20
doing
amp
this?
circuit?
Why? He's gonna go look it up.
Oh
He's
man,
gonna
that's a
try
good
to figure
question.
it out.
Yeah, we can
He's
figure that
gonna
out.
try to figure it out.
Let's see here.
I'm hoping that my ex-wife drives through the car, the garage right now, like through the door, and hits me again.
Let's see here. So
Stay in the closet is the answer.
stay in that closet. Let's see here. Let's do a. We got to go to the annex to make sure I do it right. So there's a. Let's see here. Hang on.
Yeah. That's all right, the GM guy. You're allowed to swap it out. Just don't tell anybody.
That's right. What's he swapping out? I need to change the wiring in my house. Has cloth insulation. Been swapping it out as I do projects. Nice.
Just don't tell anybody.
Just
Look,
let anybody know. How are they going to know?
It's only illegal if you get caught, and you only get caught if you let them in your house.
That's facts right there, actually. But eventually, someone will find out.
Jeremy said when his insomnia gets bad, he puts it on a tactics code video.
Whenever he's wants to go to sleep.
Insomnia, whenever he has insomnia.
That's funny.
You
Man,
think
I
this
was
is his
looking for
way?
an example
Maybe.
of a voltage drop calculation in here because it's 2 times I. It's 2 kil, so it's 2 times K times I times L. And then we got to divide it by the CMA to get the percentage of voltage drop. And then we got to take that percentage and subtract it from the voltage that
What
we
the hell
wanted.
do the Country Music Awards have to do with this? Thank you, Backwoods. I appreciate that.
We might not be able to do a voltage drop calculation on the fly here. Unless.
Sir, you already admitted defeat. Let's just move on.
All right, what's the next question?
There wasn't one.
Oh. Hang on. How do you calculate voltage drop? Yeah, VD equals 1.7. Well, that's 3-phase. KLI and then CM. And then K is going to be 12.9 typically. Let me see here. Voltage drop formula. There we go.
Bob,
voltage
I
drop
just want
equals.
You to know, when you pass, I'm coming to your grave to pee on it.
Resistance times amperage times length divided by 1,000. I don't like that one.
If I can get away with it, I'm going to take a dump. And I hope it's diarrhea. Hope it's diarrhea.
See, that's the one that I want to do is the CM here.
Looking for DC.
See this KC mill here. See where it says ignore the. See where it says KC mill at the underneath there. It says KC mill. Is it backwards?
Yeah, I can't read.
2 times K times I times L over the KC mill. We can convert wire to KC mill like this. This is how you figure out the KC mill.
Oh, you're not getting any kind of anything sweet. It's just going to be all funky. Get the Klein 312 circuit analyzer. It will give you the answer to read. Okay.
So this is conductor properties right here.
VD equals 2 kil CM.
Right. So we're going to get the CM. So the CM here for number 12 wire is, let's see here, make sure. 6,530. So we got to do
Hey.
2 times 12.9 times 20 times the length
KISSMYASS.
times the length, and then we got to divide it by that number. Hang on.
Multiply it by the number of heterosexual electricians there are, which is 0, and you get 0.
Right. Let's see here. 2 times 20
Nothing from nothing is nothing.
9
But it's got to be
times
something.
100
Because I watched an actor
equals
talk about it.
divided
Hi,
by
baby girl. My puppy's out here.
7.9 minus 120.
There you go, baby girl.
112.1. And if it's 50 feet, it's going to be half of 7.9. So it's let's see here.
It's
3.95. 3.95 minus 120. 116.05. So at 50 feet, it's 116.05. And at 100 feet, it was whatever the hell I just said.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. 7.9. Hang on. 7.9. 7.9 minus 120. 112.
112. That's
But if it's a cord, though,
thought.
here's the thing. If it's a cord, though, it's going to be stranded versus solid. And then it depends on the insulation. Like whether or not it's... No, it doesn't. It doesn't depend on the insulation. What you doing over there?
Nothing.
Yeah, CMA, chapter 9, table 8, right there.
Country Music Awards.
So the CM for 12 is 6530. I did 6500 because I couldn't remember the number 30. So
hey, are we
it's
done
gonna
with
be
that?
a little bit different. Yeah, we're done with that. What's up? You back?
Oh, thank God. I was concerned. I actually went out to my car. I talked to my dog for a little bit, got something out of my car, came in, put a battery on it. I bought a thing. I'm kind of concerned because I already know it's not going to be good.
Hey,
but
if you got it. Yeah.
I got it because I'm sick of hearing some guy ask me to get it and test it. And I can tell you just from the chuck, it's garbage.
The last time I did a voltage drop calculation was in 2010. Did you get an inhale? That sounds familiar, but I don't, that's not ringing a bell, but it sounds familiar.
That's probably, did you get 9 hell? No.
Oh, there you go.
Worse. Do you want
to
see it?
You got 122 with the sub panel, and in the room 112.
Do you want to see it? Do you want to see what I got?
Yeah, what'd you get?
I actually feel bad for myself for buying it, but sometimes you just gotta show people that some tools are just terrible.
No, I didn't get tricked into buying. Oh, dude,
look,
why is it so long?
That's what your mother said. Why is it so plastic? That
Hang on.
Like,
yeah,
plastic here, plastic.
Oh man, that's terrible. Hey, let's measure each other's. Mine is 5 1/4 inches.
Are you measuring from the base?
Yeah, like I've even got a little cheater here to keep me on the face.
Dang it! Now I gotta grab a freaking.
5 1/4.
What? I just remember measure once, cuss twice.
Cuss twice.
That's
all I know, man, is I've cut it 3 times and it's still too damn short.
Here, I'll use a Craftsman tape to do this.
Plastic chuck.
It is a plastic chuck. Somebody's like, "Are you afraid to test Craftsman? Craftsman's the best. You're afraid to test Craftsman?" No, it's just garbage.
It's just garbage.
Wow, 8.5 inches.
Dang.
Slightly under.
I'm actually
But
jealous.
close enough. I'm just saying, this is not the made in America Craftsman, at least not anywhere on the product. Not that I care. It's terrible.
I bet you that thing does 18 foot-pounds.
I don't care. I almost stopped it with my hands in speed.
Measure each edge. That proves your point about electricians. No, that's a normal thing to do as electricians. Don't you measure each other's?
I mean, shouldn't you measure your own?
No, you measure it for the other guy, and then that's normal as electricians, right?
Now, where do you start measuring? From the ball area, or
I got to start at the tank just to get a respectable number.
5 inches. 5 inches from the tank. Tip to tank. Tip to tank, 5 inches.
You know they call it the tank because it's tan enough.
I just gotta say, I did
that's
pay
terrible.
a very respectable amount for this, $49.
Wow.
And for somehow, I think I overpaid.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see when the video comes out.
I'm not even gonna torque test it because
I honestly don't know tactics. I'm not one of you individuals. Is it even brushless? That's a good question. Is it brushless?
Steve, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, look, you can tell it's brushless. It says brushless on the back.
Dang, your DCD 996 stripped gears, so take a Milwaukee Gen 4 to work, and it's so much better. What were you waiting on, man? The 996 is terrible.
It's not terrible. It's just old.
It's old, yeah.
You know what I hate is now that I've started to get gray in my mustache, I've got one line right here.
Yeah.
That it looks like there's no hair there, but it's just gray hair.
Get a Sharpie. Just Sharpie that shit.
No, I'm a man. We don't color our hair.
All right. Rustless on the back. They're featuring her the rustless version. That's great. You should have got the 999. I like the 999. I like the 998 as well. All right, guys, I'm back. Got the OMT. Can't wait to pop the box open.
You're gonna like that thing. It's so much better.
Did he get the rigid?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't get the DeWalt.
Yeah, because the DeWalt is terrible.
I like the DeWalt, man. I like the DeWalt.
You like anything that's yellow.
I like to push this button in like this, and it goes like this. Hello,
Ooh.
I'm a DeWalt. That's just what it does.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I've got the Milwaukee, dude, and it says other things. It's not appropriate for YouTube.
It says, "Put me in your rectum and turn me on."
That's the Makita one. That's what the Makita one says. Fine Star Lock is the best. Yeah, the Flex has Star Lock. It's pretty nice. But no, dude, you can go buy the Arrow blades and save money. The 996 and the 999 are similar, not even in the same ball field, man. The 999 destroys the 996.
He's kind of right. They have almost identical specs, but
not 3 speeds.
The 999 is a little bit stronger.
3 speeds,
Not
right?
much. Yeah, both of them have 3 speeds, dude.
996 has 3 speeds as well.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good to know because I could accidentally buy a 996. Was the first brushless hammer drill replaced by 999 and 998? Ah, okay.
Big Josh,
Bosch
you
is
got a
super
new
nice.
favorite.
The
I'm
Hilti is your
just going to tell
favorite,
you
but very
now.
costly. Flex is
You
awesome
got
as
a new
well.
favorite. You have a new favorite. You just haven't used it yet.
For the money, that Bosch with the star lock is awesome. Nice setback. Little
It's
beefy
got a
on the
beefy
head.
head.
Oh, he might like that though. And freaking hell, thin saw blades are crazy expensive now. Yeah, man. All that stuff's crazy expensive now. What
Sarah,
sucks? Less than 2
those
years
are
ago.
hemorrhoids. That has nothing to do with the cost of the blades. It's just hemorrhoids from years of sitting on your butt on those rocks outside of your house, dude.
It has 18 volt NiCad. No, the 999
No,
is the flex volt.
lithium.
That's a flex volt. That's You say
The
you like the
9.
999 more than the 998.
It's true. I do.
I never had the 999, so I don't know. Next would be the 008.
I don't know. The next one might be dude, what happened to your audio?
I don't know. What happened to the audio?
It's all static now.
Damn it, YouTube. Hang on.
Sorry. I think after 1007, it goes to what was the guy's name? Jaws that bit the big wire, and then Mr. Otto that threw the hat. I think that's what they got to go through.
I fixed it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you have to leave and come back because YouTube likes its audio.
Yes.
Do you want me to mail you the 999 DC 999
Oh,
with 18 volt NiCad? No. We're just talking about hammer drills or any drill. We can talk about whatever. But we were talking about any drill.
Buds, it
You just hit
depends
the
on how
like and
many
fixed
holes.
it.
It depends on how many holes you have to drill into concrete. That'll be the answer. Which one's better?
Yeah. I would say it really depends on.
Oh, drilling concrete and trees? How many holes you got to go into concrete?
Yeah, the thing with the roto hammers is that you can take a dull SCS bit and you can get a lot more done. You get a dull STS bit on a hammer drill, and it's just not going to perform. When they're both sharp,
Oh, hammocks.
the newer hammer drills will beat a rotary hammer with smaller drill bits. But
Smaller
once the
drill
bits
bits,
start
yes.
getting dull, so for a contractor, it makes a heck of a lot more sense to just go get a rotary hammer and use the bits for longer because you gotta keep a sharp bit to run holes with the hammer drill.
So the 998 and the 999 are both 6 years old. I don't think anybody realizes just how old they are.
That's pretty old. STS is nice for the ground rods with the $5 million bit.
Can't you use all your weight? Well, you better use a rotary hammer.
I like when people they lay on the hammer mechanism like it's going to help it hammer more, and it's like,
oh yeah,
you really want that thing free floating so it gets like that natural kind of hit with it,
yes.
And everyone's like bogging down the hammer so it doesn't have as much bounce back and less.
Hey,
Did
we're
my audio
live
mess up
again.
again? The audio mess up?
No, it just we went.
Oh, Okay.
We went blank for a minute there. So
YouTube is saying we got a GTFO.
yeah, probably so.
STS drill works really good as a rotary hammer and does not work as a drill.
Do you know what an excavator is called with a jackhammer attachment? Because it's not called an excavator with a jackhammer attachment.
That's just a that's a skid steer, right?
It's a pile driver, dude. That's what
Pile
they call
driver.
it. It's called a pile driver.
I thought it was only a pile driver if they rose that thing up and then dropped it.
No.
Oh,
I mean, that is also a pile driver, but an excavator that has the jackhammer, it's called it is also called a jackhammer, pile driver. Sorry.
this guy's saying
Look,
the snap-on hammer drill
construction,
costs
they
him
don't
$1,000.
come up.
That's crazy.
Oh, speaking of, Big Josh, that package didn't arrive yet. I wonder if I should be worried.
Constant even pressure, never push or force it, or you're an idiot. Yeah, that goes a lot with skid steer tactic. Yeah, steer. The skid steer. Yeah. GTFO, get the F out of here. A pile driver is something else. I think you're confused. What's up, Pierce to Germs? Hey, buddy. Look at my beautiful Milwaukee pry bar here. It's so nice. The tip isn't missing. It's not broken the fuck off or anything on the first try. This is that's that guy's tool bag that we're looking at.
I don't know.
I like D handles, man. I like the D handle. There's an innuendo for that, of course, but I like the D handle SCSs.
That's the only way you grab them.
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about tools. My bad. I thought you meant as an electrician. Like, what do I grab the most of? That'd be the D handles. No, I do prefer the D handle though. What you got?
Excavator.
What you got?
Pile driver. Pile driver.
Oh.
Sorry.
Pile driver is an attachment meant to drive piles and does not function the same as a breaker or jackhammer. I know the one. I own one on a John Deere.
That's nice.
Yes. Yep. Jeremy. Yep. Let me see here.
You like big bolts? Jeremy likes big bolts.
That says butts.
I know
With
what
one
it
T.
says.
Oh, okay.
But we're on YouTube, dink.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a dink. But I can't even say the real stuff that I'd like to say to you because we're on YouTube.
It's true. It's a good thing though.
I've got to I've got to help him as much as possible because he's like, eh.
Is there a YouTube OF? Probably not.
What's the word I'm looking for? Dumb.
Dumb.
Wait, what did Big Josh say? I can't look at it right now, Big Josh. On its way out for delivery. All right, perfect. Thank you, sir. Did
George
I go
got a
blank for
new
a second?
pole light this year.
Good
How
for
tall?
him.
Did you bond it? Did you drive a ground rod? Was it all existing? You already had the base? These are questions I want to know the answers to. It's about 3. TJ.
Tijuana? What's that got to do with the price of
Tijuana, yeah. No, but he just sent you a pic of the tracking. Nice.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's set out for delivery in Wichita. I ain't even close to.
He needs a lot of help. 3 TJ. What is TJ?
It's not Tim Hortons, so the Canadians are out.
It's a dog.
Tim Johnson is the Shop Tool Reviews.
Shop tool reviews.
Never found a free tool he didn't like.
Oh, there's another guy. I think Power Driver is a skid steer.
All right.
So the skid steers have a lot of attachments, and you can put the breaker bar on a skid steer, and you can put all kinds of things. You can put the grabby thing. You can put the post hole digger, right? That hydraulic hookup has a lot of options. So that's what I thought you were talking about at first.
Me too. I can't remember. Toe jam. Huh. Dang.
Oh, jam.
Where's Earl?
He's just gonna leave us in suspense.
You're welcome,
He's not
Buds.
gonna tell us.
You're welcome. I'm glad somebody got some fun out of that one.
No, I didn't hear about the Shannon Sharp. Our company did the install. It's about 10 foot taller and 2 times the diameter.
Oof.
What is
Oof.
TJ? I was wrong. It sounded like all of his videos.
Thank you, Buds. I appreciate that. I tried hard on that one.
Oh, that was your VCG one, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't
Well,
help
guys, it's a screwdriver from Makita. It's pretty funny.
it. With magnets. It's with magnets, Cushball.
Dude, I actually like
You're good. I know it. Yeah. It's time to leave again.
Time to leave again.
He's gonna be
I
like,
can't find it.
yeah,
can't find
because
it.
we all know you're gonna say you like eye spots.
All right, well you're spared because it's underneath. Oh, I found it. I found it. This one here is pretty legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was afraid you were getting the code book out.
No, I was getting the magnet.
Oh, okay.
Even worse.
No, I was actually turning on the air because it's
Oh,
74 degrees in my garage, and I'm too
that's a
fat for all
6-inch
that.
screw, and this isn't even the proper size bit.
The DeWalt one's better. I
Which
know
DeWalt
because
one?
VCG told me it's better.
Oh, the one that you can't see the tip of your screwdriver on. So it's like it's way up here like this.
Yes.
Have you ever used that as an electrician and then tried to tighten? Like Makita did the same thing first, right?
I never used any of those.
So
Nor have
when
I
you go to
needed
tighten a screw on a box that I don't have in here, you can't even see the screw head because this is like the POV of like, trying to use the driver.
Yeah.
And you can't even see the tip of where you're trying to screw in. It's completely stupid.
I mean, if anyone would know about POV on a video, it'd be you, UOF fan.
A 6-inch screw, yeah.
Aimed at a dude with aimed at a guy with a beard. That's nothing. That's nothing new for you either.
This should be a 6-inch screw. Now you're making me second guess my screws here. Hang on, we got the cheat stick here. That's a 6-inch screw.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now you know what 6 inches is like. So when she lies to you the next time, you won't be able to deal with it.
Like, hey, it's only 2. Tools of Souls
it's the
told
same.
me.
It's the same girth. It's the same girth as that screw, so you don't have to worry about that.
If you strike it on the shaft to increase the holding power, that sounds like something that I would be into. Let me try it.
Actually, if you spit on the end, it'll go in deeper.
Hang on.
It's all right, Kenny. You can be late. You broke the head off.
It's okay. Let's see.
Who is that guy? That's Tools and Tactics. Sorry.
Sorry, bro, you're late. What's up, Kenny? That's Tools with Souls. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've needed to do that.
No, I mean, dude, I use this thing all the time.
Okay.
So without the magnet, this thing's not even magnetic. So without the magnet, it's not going to do anything. Freaking screw go. Let me see. See if it's a magnet. Oh, we
Hey,
magnetized
you went with
it.
the Mellow Tough. Nice, Kenny.
Oh, nice, dude. I found you a pouch. It's Kenny. Kenny's here. Yo,
I thought
I found another one.
where are those
found
kids from South Park?
It's got a hammer sleeve in it too,
Stop.
and it's a
Hammer
firm
sleeve.
grip. It's a little bit bigger, but
It's
it's got a hammer
terrible.
sleeve.
It's terrible. He likes it because it's got a sleeve.
It's
for
got a
your
hammer
glove.
sleeve.
It's got a love glove for your hammer.
It's got a love glove for your hammer.
You heard it here first.
I bought it just for you. This thing was $60 freaking dollars, and we are probably not going to keep it, but I wanted you to see it. It was just for you, buddy. I went with that crazy setup with the belt and knockoff holstery pouch, and belt was about $50 altogether. Oh, this one? You went with the Mellow Tough.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, not the Tough belt. Mellow Tough, yeah. Yeah, he went with this one. Not a bad choice. Look, this one also has a love glove. See that?
Oh, this fell down.
You see that? With my cute little hammer.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of my hammer.
Yeah.
Just because your
I'll
hammer's bigger and can do
yeah.
more tasks, this one does just fine.
You forgot straighter. Look.
Oh yeah, but you can't see the tip of the screw. So like,
What are you talking about? It's back there.
Yeah,
it's right there. See? Right there.
Yeah, but if you're like actually doing some work and you're trying to tighten a screw or loosen a screw, you actually can't see the head of your screw to even like to index where you need to be going because all you can see is magnet.
I think you're just being
critical.
Yeah.
No.
Look.
No, that's experience talking because I tried that. I tried that long before I ever saw that stupid video. Firm grip, wow. Yes, this one is the holstery. It's also kind of like a Diamondback. They're at Home Depot for $60. They're kind of pricey, but I do kind of like the idea of it. It's a little bit bulky. It still crushes a little bit.
Kenny, are you an electrician?
Thanks again for the recommendation. No worries, man. No, Kenny, he was doing
Oh, I
masonry.
don't like these. I think these are stupid, but
they are stupid.
I had to make fun of VCG using it.
Prefer wire
because
hammer
they
loops.
talk about this one like it's a freaking revolutionary idea.
I am in everything, but by the way, good luck finding a certified plumber. Yeah. The Canadian Proud. Oh yeah, hammer loops on a side pouch. Just knock your leg. I don't carry hammers, man. I really don't. Do you need to be a 4 foot tall to speak with authority on that attachment?
I understand that it does help, and I also understand that I'm almost the same size as my wife when I am on my knees, and she's 4'10".
You should have put your shoes on your knees and then walked around for a little bit.
My Crocs down there. You couldn't even see the knees. That's the problem. Like,
yeah.
Normally, I'm almost all the way to the top of the garage door. I'm doing this, and I'm just barely above the midway line, and nobody noticed that I was on my knees. And I was like, Your car's down here, bro.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you were on your knees. I thought you just hit the camera up high.
I was on my knees,
Oh.
dude. I can't put the camera high and then wave because my hand's going to hit the ceiling. My wife is not
Oompa
fat.
Loompa.
She's more like a Smurf. Just saying, with
It's
bigger
true.
boobs. With bigger
We
boobs.
need more knockoff ECG souls. We had another great Aurora Easter Sunday. Oh, nice. Okay, I gotta go check that out. I do framing, electrical, plumbing, exterior work, exterior concrete, decks, roofing, you name it. Nice.
Well,
Yeah. So last night Kenny was here. He subbed, and
oh sweet.
he we looked at 100 different pouches. So this is strictly why I bought this. You made so much fun of it, but this is why I bought this because I was.
Do you know how long this is?
That is 9 inches.
10. That's how long my hand. That's how big my hand is. It's 10 inches.
It's 10 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
You'll never get there. Don't worry about it. You're just a little fella. Actually, it's under 10. It's like 9.5 inches right there.
Hang on. Oh, come on. Okay.
This is the biggest Allen key I have.
I'm gonna use my left hand. I'm gonna use my left hand because I broke my tendon. So I think I can get another inch or another half. Yeah.
Keep trying, little fella. 8.5.
I got 9.5 there too.
Okay. Keep trying. You'll get there one day, kid.
Hang on. We're at 9.5 right there. 9.
Keep going. When you get to 10, let me know. When you get to 10, let me know.
I can't get to 10. No matter how much I stretch it, it's not gonna get to 10. But yeah, my hand. So I broke this tendon, cut it in half, and it actually grew back. But
I feel bad for your hand.
See, I'm actually an inch shorter because I can't extend this thumb out. See, that's all I can do. It does not go up here.
I feel bad for you, buddy.
I used to have trouble grabbing Taco Bell cups. It was terrible. And when that happened, I had a note. I had a note 4 when that happened. And I was like, oh, I got the biggest phone. I can't even use it.
See, tools with Big Josh can get it to 10, get to over 10. I'm 10 1/8. That's it.
Nice. All right, what's your take on the Harbor Freight tools, brother? Dude, I've never really bought anything Harbor Freight. I would say, as an electrician, Harbor Freight's all you need. Because you're not being nice to the stuff anyway. It's not like you're a mechanic and you're going on a bolt that's the perfect size for what you're doing, and everything's very meticulously how you have to take it apart, right? There's a method to your madness. As an electrician, man, you're building stuff on the fly. You're running racks. You're banging stuff. The lifetime warranty and the slop in the socket is actually going to help you not get stuck on your nuts, I guess, is a lack of a better term.
Dang, that's spoken like a true electrician, stuck on nuts.
Yeah, the slop is better. You don't get stuck on the nuts. Tactics can get.
Are they D's nuts? No, they're not D's nuts.
Like how to get gloves 10 or larger. Yeah.
No, you gotta go 2X.
Sayer says there's no method to his madness. Tell me your favorite all-around hammer, the one hammer you'd be left with to survive. What is my favorite hammer? I like a good S-Twing, dude, but that's just because that's what I've used the most of.
I actually thought he was going to be serious and say a linesman.
A linesman hammer? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, this, yeah, if we're going to cheat, I'd be like, yeah, this is my hammer. BCG cheese ball construction is a waste of a channel.
To answer the question, I think the more serious you get about tools, the less likely you are to go to Harbor Freight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit, I've bought some stuff from Harbor Freight that just made sense from a one-time perspective. But then when you go back and realize you need that tool again, you go get the real tool. I'd say some of the parallel clamps work pretty good for what they are. If you're just a weekend woodworker, you know, some of the larger, especially the new. It's not Bauer. What is that blue and orange brand?
Blue and orange.
Yeah.
Not Doyle. Ames. I don't know that much about. I don't go to Harbor Freight much.
What are these?
Oh, Sayre says Ryobi the best.
Yeah.
Better than DeWalt, even.
What is that? Bremen.
Bremen?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Bremen.
If you want good clamps, you go Bessie.
Yeah, Bessie, of course, but those are $20, I think, or at least they used to be.
Parallel clamps are not cheap, even in freaking.
Yeah, even at Harbor Freight, these are expensive.
Freight.
Bremen.
But
these
if you got a Menards, you can buy Bessie clean straight off the shelf.
Yeah. Oh, and I bought something terrible from Harbor Freight once, and I deserved it. It was this piece of crap here. It was a pair of snap ring pliers.
Oh.
You ever bought this snap ring plier set?
Nope.
If you hate somebody, buy them this set.
I'll remember that. I'm going to send you two.
These right here.
Oh.
Oh, they are terrible.
They look terrible. They look terrible.
They're interchangeable heads and fancy. Dude, the biggest pieces of garbage.
Dude.
I had to put a snap ring back on my impact. I ended up just using a flathead. That's how bad those were.
No. No. Best hammer, Stiletto. You gotta say Stiletto.
Just go Klein Tactic. I know you love Klein for everything. I had a nice Klein low profile headed hammer at the last house, and I liked it, but I never got to really beat on it to see if it was any good. But it was a gen before whatever garbage they're coming out with now. That square, cheap. Yeah, I'm sure you can buy that thing on Temu somewhere, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Tough Built, you can buy their Tough Built hammer on Temu.
I liked Tough Board had a nice handle. They had a little bump like right here. It was a good feeling hammer.
Sure. Yeah.
Just the handle.
Yeah. No. What Fat Max? The Stanley Fat Max is pretty good.
Dude, there was one hammer. It might have been a DeWalt, but it seems like it was orange. Help me out with the brand. Had very orange handle. What was that? Around 2010, 2012.
I don't know. You and I probably. Oh. Orange handle.
What was it? I saw it at a job site the other day, and I didn't want to freak the guy out. So
Heart handle.
Was it a heart?
They were they were more red and black, but I guess it's
dude, I have had a heart hammer before. That was a nice hammer. Yeah, it had a little V notch on the side.
Yeah.
Right here too.
Yeah.
I have had a heart before. That is a nice hammer. Where do you get those at?
Walmart.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but they've completely changed everything. They're not bad for a homeowner though.
But no, I had an orange one. I can't think what the brand was, so.
Yeah.
I use that a lot.
Black & Decker. It wasn't Black.
It wasn't Black & Decker.
Hart did start with hammers. It's actually in their logo. Hammer and nail.
How about the Fat Max Stanley? Just found a fat guy named Max and mad on an excellent series of tools. I've rocked Fat Max more than any other tape measure. Even I used a Fat Max for so long. That's what I used. That was the only thing with 11-foot standout back in the day. And then I started buying Cobalt tape measures. And sure as crap, man, as soon as they break, I would roll them all up, tie black electrical tape around them, slap them on the desk, and I'd go get another one. And I did that for about 4 years.
Why?
Because they were free.
Okay. He wants to know your favorite table saw for trim or long rip cuts. That's for me.
I had a rigid with a granite tabletop. That's probably my favorite table saw.
VCG hates rigid, but thanks, buds. Let's see. I have the Delta 736, or what is it? The 36 725 T2, which is a hybrid table saw.
What are the R4511, whatever it is, and it had the extended. Yeah, it had the extended. And not collet. What's the word? You could potatoes on it. And most of those you weren't allowed to potatoes on it. You had to have the -1. It had to be upgraded and modified to accept datas. If not, it was a huge safety risk.
No, I actually have the Delta, and it's sitting right over.
All right, we're gonna go against tactic for every pick. My dad had
the man used Cobalt tape measures. Terrible.
Hey, no, Fat Max is what I really used, but then I bought Cobalt because they were cheap. Arbor,
but
yeah,
you just said that you use Cobalt for 4.
I still like my rigid better than the Delta. Like the Delta's nice and all, but my rigid had a granite tabletop.
It does. It does have.
Funny story about that. Ford Platinum F-150s aren't made of platinum, right? The silver edition isn't made of silver. So I called this guy on OfferUp. Maybe it was Craigslist back then. I don't remember. And it was the Granite Series rigid. And he asked me, how many people were you going to bring to pick it up? And I was like, I don't know, dude. I'm just going to go come get it with my wife, But he was texting me. He refused to answer the phone. Like, I'm old school. So I was trying to call him. He wouldn't answer. He was only texting, which kind of irritated me. But anyway, so I get there and we start to roll it out of the garage. And that little step lip right before the driveway. And dude, that thing hit that and it was like, boom. And I was like, how much does this thing weigh? And he's like, the top is made of granite. And I was like, oh, that's why they call it a granite series. Like, I just wanted the cast iron one. I was getting the thing for $350. It's a $1,100 saw.
It's a nice saw. They just don't make it anymore.
Yeah, even the dados are. Even the dados was granite. Like everything, dude. It slid like a dream. It never rusted. It couldn't rust. Yeah, you could put drinks on it.
Stone.
Yeah, stone. The dados were routed out like rock. It would never warp. It always stayed flat. It was a great. Even the granite had metal insert taps that the rails bolted into. It was a freaking awesome saw. But I left it behind. But yeah, so that saw is like 500 pounds.
And they don't make it. They haven't made it in almost 15 years now.
A crazy pick. Top 2 hammer drills.
Oh, easy. Got that off the top of my head. Top 2 hammer drills. Bosch 1330 Flex. Turbo.
I would say the Flex and the DeWalt, but here's the kicker with the DeWalt. I've used a Milwaukee more than I have a DeWalt. I've had a lot more problems with the Milwaukee, but I've also used a Milwaukee more. I would still say the Milwaukee is very impressive for the size. And for that reason, if I was back on the job site, I would say the Milwaukee and probably the DeWalt or the Flex before I went with just DeWalt and Flex. It's going to be Milwaukee, probably in the Flex more than the DeWalt, honestly. Because for a hammer drill, I don't care about the
Irwin.
weight. So I like DeWalt because of the
Irwin
power stack
Chalk Line.
batteries, but I don't care about the weight. The anti-kickback on the DeWalt scares me. You can turn it off on the Milwaukee. So because you can turn it off on the Milwaukee, I think that the Milwaukee is probably better because my buddy's DeWalt got stuck on oversensitive and it turns off all the time.
Your friend your friend Kenny said go Makita from Japan.
Oh no, man, you can't go to Makita for Japan.
Heterosexual. That's why Makita's out. Now,
dude,
if we
my
weren't,
Makita,
maybe.
I bought the 40-volt Makita with some high
Trash.
hopes, even though he told me it was going to be trash, and I was like,
Trash.
nah, man, it's going to be
Trash.
fine. And
Trash.
it's not been a good experience.
It's trash.
For the price, it's trash. Mosquito. Hey, wife's out there. We got to get phone. Has gone completely bad.
I mean, we've only been going for 2.5 hours, sir.
Yeah, we got to go. I'm just not a fan of the Bosch, dude. It's kind of like the Rigid. I don't want to try something new.
You haven't used it. You haven't used it, and until you use it, you speak out of ignorance.
Right. I was getting to that. I just don't want to try it. So
I didn't want to try Craftsman. I didn't want to give Craftsman another shot because their last tools were so terrible. So I went out and bought this hunk of junk today.
But you only have $50.
That's true.
And that's actually pretty sad for their best drill. It's only $50.
I would not spend more on this garbage.
If that was smaller, I'd be kind of interested in it. But that's a big drill.
There is nothing appealing about it. No.
The Cobalt.
Cobalt's trash. Don't do it.
I'd like to try the Cobalt. That's probably the one that I would try before I tried. Well, I haven't tried it.
Come get mine. You haven't tried Bosch either, moron.
I don't want to try Bosch.
Going, it's not Bosch. It might be good. I don't want to try it. I don't want to
No, man. Cobalt has those tools. Like Cobalt's got the angle grinder, not like a die grinder for like $70. Mm. They've got. I should have bought it. They had a saw just like that one that I had out there. They had that chop saw.
You do already own freaking Ryobis, so you might as well just go down that line. I mean, you're just into buying trash tools.
Well, I had the Cobalt that plugged in, the 120 volt
great
miter. But when you went to go do miters, the side of the tool hit whenever you rolled it on the side, you couldn't get a full cut because the motor hit the wood.
Yeah.
But there was a deal before they pulled them out of Lowe's at one point.
Thanks, Kenny.
And they were like $125.
All right, Kenny. I'm just saying, dude's been on here for 2.5 hours. I'm supposed to be doing freaking tool show here. I got a tool review to do. I got videos to make. This guy takes up all my time.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you buy Cobalt, it's because your tool matches your balls.
I don't have any Cobalt, so we're good. But you did buy a Craftsman.
I did. Only because I got sick of somebody crying about it.
How many Craftsmen do you have?
3. I got their old. Maybe 2. I think I just have their old brushed drill. I take it back. I had their old brushed impact driver. It was terrible too. And now we got this piece of garbage.
There was a guy. There was a guy that I used to watch. Third Coast Craftsman, I think it is. The dude does hand tool work like beautiful. Um, Makes like crazy mallets that have all kinds of dovetails in there, to where like when you push it in, it just locks in perfectly and stuff. You never watch people do woodwork?
Sometimes
Tell YouTube to notify you when you go live. That's what the notifications are for.
the problem with the woodworking channels that build stuff is they stop building stuff to start selling you stuff. They all go like
I'm gonna have to go back and check that
doing it.
channel to see if that's true.
731 Woodworks.
Oh well, okay. That's that
Dude used to build stuff, did he not?
he did used to build stuff.
Now what's he do?
He's a
Goes,
salesman.
oh, this is the great tool. No, it's not. It's a piece of garbage. You're just looking to make a couple of extra bucks off of stupid people.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
I'm just saying.
It's pretty awkward. It's awkward watching him now. But you know what? I never really watched him.
Steve Ramsey. What is it?
Woodworking
for mere mortals.
Yeah, what does he do now?
That's the only one. That's the only one that he still builds stuff. But then he wanted to do like a whole talk show in the middle of his stupid channel, and I stopped watching him too. Stop watching him. He's like, oh,
honestly, whenever I started dying at my last house, I stopped watching a lot of people. Completely changed my priorities. Stuck with you guys. You guys were really supportive of watching me die, so that was cool. There's a lot of people that I hadn't seen in months, and then they saw me, and then when I saw them whenever I was better, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you look like you were dying," and I was like, "Well, thanks for telling me." Well, you start watching us.
Kenny.
Yeah, he's Tools with Souls, so go find him.
If you ever need entertainment, just read the comments.
Did the old Black & Decker have those individual batteries that loaded in the handle? Yes.
Did they? I don't remember.
Yes.
Oh, yes, they did. I actually have them. Yeah, I have them. I've
Yep.
shown them on my channel.
Yep. I had some at the old house.
New Yankee Workshop. This old house, New Yankee Workshop, dude, they were so much fun back in the day. And now even they're starting to do that. Well, buy this and buy this and buy this. And like, come on.
Some modified custom tools and belts. That's the best kind, dude. Is modified tools and belts.
I have to modify my belts because I'm too fat. Got to string a couple together.
I found another one here. It's not going to hold a hammer, but for $15, we're going to be looking at that next.
I mean, you did get a love glove for your hammer, so there's some. It's not a stretch for someone on a job site to see that and say that's a nice little love glove you got for your hammer.
Here's the problem with my love glove for my hammer is that it's actually part of this assembly here, and I thought that if this pouch didn't work out, I could at least put my hammer love glove like somewhere else, but I don't think it's going to work out. Like they made it for this pouch only. You'd have to stitch this here and then make like a loop. I don't know what I'm going to do. But this thing's not great for $60. I don't think so. But that's what the review's for, so you guys know what's good and what's not.
Jamie, he's got a full walk-in closet for his purses now. The worst part is he's starting to match him to his pumps.
My pumps.
I could have told you not to buy that firm grip before you bought
it. Appreciate it, JT. Yeah, that's firm grip. Do they still sell firm grip? They have the gloves still, don't they?
Yep.
That's one of those gloves where they're so cheap you don't really respect them. They just kind of disappear and you're just like, oh, I'll just go buy some more. But really, they're not that great, but you just keep buying them because they're cheap.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I get the I actually just buy the orange gloved ones from Home Depot because they're cheap.
The nitro ones.
I did buy the Craftsman buds because, well, it's made by DeWalt, and I know how much you love DeWalt, and it gets your nipples erect every time you see it. And now this is just red DeWalt.
Oh, Strip, you got the MP2X. Good choice, sir. Where's mine? It's outside. We're just using it. I love the MP2X.
I can assure you, buds, that the review on that Craftsman will be just as unbiased as you are.
Love the MP2X, man. The MP2X is really the only Vito pouch that doesn't get too bulky. It's really hard to not look. Even this can get too heavy, but this has kind of a spot for everything.
This is a nice.
And
Hey, if
keeps
you
it all
bust out the
organized.
whiteboard, it'll be like the perfect evening here.
Hey, we almost busted out the whiteboard, so don't
You
tempt
got
me here.
purses. You're talking about purses. You did code book.
Look at the retention.
Garbage.
Look at the retention for this screwdriver, man. Like, there's never been a pouch so good. It's just perfect for Klein tools, man. It's so good. Even this one here, even this little tiny one here. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it, man. Get your needle nose there.
You're still
American
talking
needle
about
nose
that
there.
thing? Why?
Yes, dude. Look, watch this. Oh, it fell out.
Should I just get my wife's purse and show it too, or?
Yeah, what you got on there? You got some Thin Mints?
Dude, she uses a Coach purse. Like,
he was getting ready with the voltage drop calculation. Yeah.
haven't used it yet, buds. I'll let you know. But I can tell you this. This huge
It's huge.
area here is all plastic, and the chuck is plastic. Nothing says high quality tools like it's all plastic.
Nothing says high quality tools like it's all made of plastic. That's a quote right there. Oh man.
Dude,
It concerns me how loose these come out of the package there. It really does. I remember having to go like this when you first bought a pair. You're like, on your lunch break, you're like, but they wouldn't go that fast. You're like, and then you're using them for like a week before they finally like gave like half a drop. And you're like, yes, success. And then like a month later, they were almost ready to drop fully. And now you just go buy a brand new pair and it's just like this. It just doesn't seem right. It's kind of like if you bought a panel from the supply house and it wasn't sharp enough to cut your whole hand off.
Buds, you're a genius. I'm just going to throw this out here. I know how to end the stream. I know how. You ready? You want to see this?
No.
Look.
What are you doing?
This is the ultimate electrician's tool. What is that? It's got a long handle.
It's a broom. Get it away. Get it away. No.
What? It's got bristles at the bottom.
Oh my God. How dare you? We're leaving. We're leaving. We're out of here. We'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Blow them like you know them if you're a Makita guy. We're out of here.